It's that time. It's that time of the month again where we do our roster review. I always say I'm never going to say that, and then I do.
I love that time of the month.
You love this time of the month? Yeah, join with me today is Valley Flying. What's up, my Valley Flying?
And it's been a while. It's been a while.
Yeah, we've got some exciting stuff to go over. I mean, because there's just a ton of stuff that's happening in the game right now. Plus, save squad tabs make this format a lot better, right?
Yes. Oh my goodness, some big change. I'm curious to see what you've done with your roster.
Okay, let's see where we're at. We're gonna go take a look at it right here, and we're getting Zemo out of there.
Dancing.
All right.
Oh my goodness, I was all, geez, you're almost at 17 million, dude.
Yeah, I'll be at 17 million. And then you can't see it on the screen there, but my Infinity Watch team is at 773. And I got to tell you, I took on a 150k power, lower powered. Heroes for Hire in a video yesterday, and it scared me with Shang-Chi. Yeah, with Shang-Chi, and it almost timed out. And I'm like, oh my god, do I take Gamora to 7 red? What do I do? I mean, 773 is easily my highest, team in the game, right? And it's just like, wow, I don't even know if they're gonna be good enough, but we're gonna see, right? It's kind of scary, right?
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that. I don't even like looking at Heroes for Hire right now. And getting a stronger, or maybe not stronger, but a strong 5th member.
Right.
Doesn't sound fun.
All right, so
was that battle fun, by the way?
It was stressful. It was just such a big punch down. I targeted Luke Cage, and then I wasn't really sure what to do after Luke Cage, and then someone in chat said go for Shang-Chi. So I think that's the kill order, is Luke Cage, Shang-Chi, and then just kind of play it from there. A lot of the counterattacks ping them down, believe it or not. So that's kind of nice. A lot of them, you eliminate a lot of the charges from counterattacks. So they kind of whittle down on their own, which is kind of fantastic. And then sometimes they get defense down, and you got to kind of target the ones with defense down, because those are easy ones to drop. And then they, up and down. It's an annoying match. I'm working on Multiple Man and Polaris, just like you are. Okay. And then Cable and Psylocke are just there. I'm trying to get my level cap up to 81 so I can start focusing on characters I want to upgrade, and then I can, we're kind of the dregs of the barrel right now.
Are you done with Iceman?
Yeah. For some reason, I think I pulled a high drop on him, but yeah, I've been done with him for a minute.
Nice.
Lately, I've been working on Shadowlands. I'm thinking that Marauders is probably going to disappear from War, and if I'm going to use Shadowlands for other teams, I'm going to have to upgrade them to take out other teams. And then also I've been working quite a bit on Secret Avengers and things like that. I think we should pull up Secret Avengers, right? That's kind of what the hot topic right now.
We usually talk about T4s, and we haven't I don't think we talked about at all about Secret Avengers the last time we met.
Yeah, Secret Avengers is where I've been. Secret Avengers has been where I've been putting all of my T4s, and then also into Deathpool. But pretty much all of my T4s in the last month have went into those two for sure. So what we have here on Captain America, guess what I did on the T4s for Captain America?
All of them.
All of them.
Oh, yeah, baby.
I don't think you need his basic. I think the passive and the special are the most important, and the ultimate's really nice too. But the basic, yeah, just because of why not, right? They're crazy, right?
I can't see your stars. What are your gold and red stars on him?
I've got him at 5 yellow, 7 red.
Oh my goodness! Jeez.
Did you pull that? I pulled that. I pulled a 7 red out of him. So he's gonna
you're getting some nice red stars, brother.
Yeah. So when I finally get him to 7 yellow, he'll be 7 red. So I'll have a 7/7 Captain America someday, which is kind of nice. And then Sharon Carter, I recently did her special and ultimate, and just because, and that was more. I think they were actually working just fine inside of the Doom.
I did both of those also.
Yeah, Doom Raids 1.1, quite good. So I recently did the Ultimate Special on here, and I think she's great. And I'm trying to find a good use for them inside of War, but I'm not really sure yet. I think I might put them on defense. They're kind of a troublesome team. They're just because of power creep, right?
Yeah, and plus you got that one of the strongest tanks in the game on Captain Sam. So any team that has sustainability and a strong tank is going to be annoying in War.
Yeah, you know what? You know what's kind of interesting is I think a 3/3 Captain Sam is stronger than a 7/7 Red Guardian with the same gear. I mean, it's crazy, right? It's just so sad. It's really, it's just like, oh my god. I mean, it just Red Guardian is not. Oh boy, what he had a short shelf life compared to Captain Sam.
He's
And
like
then,
the mantis. He's one of the best tanks, but he got overshadowed so quickly that people forget about him.
yeah, so what we're talking about is Mantis came out and she was like the best healer in the game for 2 weeks until Minerva came out. And it kind of feels like that's what's happening right now with Red Guardian. You know, he got overshadowed by Bishop and now he's completely overshadowed by Captain Sam. Maria Hill,
So sad.
I did 3 out of 4. I just think this team's going to be really good. And so even if I don't, you know, I've got her at 4-4. I don't have her at 5 yet. But, you know, it's just, I think they're a great team. And then Deathpool.
Oh, actually, hold on. And what are you doing in the Doom raids right now with them? Full auto? You playing it? No deaths? No one-shotting everything?
I'm one-shotting everything, but I'm playing them manually until I am comfortable. You have to worry about the cooldowns. So you can't just like auto that like always. You know,
You can use
like,
auto basic.
Auto basic, yeah. I mean, I actually enjoy playing them for now. I'm sure at some point when I'm comfortable, I will, you know, no longer do that. But for right now, I've been playing them. Yeah, it's a fun team
with all those shield troopers and all that extra pings from Kestrel and everybody. It's a fun team.
Yeah, it's still mostly about Kestrel at the end of the day. I think.
Yeah, but for mine, it's all about Kestrel.
It's all about Kestrel.
Nobody else has damage on that team.
Yeah, and so I have her at 4 yellow, 6 red. So I've got 6 reds on her that are not fully. And then I did all of them. I don't know if you really need the basic on her, but I don't know if you really need that many T4s on her. It's just I really like her, and I think she's great. And I've been being able to one-shot all the Mystic as well. So that's kind of nice. And which is really all about Silver Surfer. It really is. Silver Surfer and Doom do all the heavy lifting, and you're just feeding energy into them. Through Thanos and Deathpool, and then Silver Surfer just destroy and Doom just destroy the team. It's a lot of fun.
Nice. Any other ISO 8 upgrades that stand out, or have you used any promotion credits on anybody? Silver or gold?
Not really. I'm kind of saving my promotion credits. I took Phyla to 6, which is I believe was very helpful. I took her to 6 red. And gold promotion credits. I mean, depending on who you talk to, some people I target Phyla first in mirror matches on Infinity Watch. A lot of other people target Moondragon. I just go for Phyla. I literally do Nebula's special into my opponent's Phyla, and then I hit Gamora's basic, and then I press auto, and it wins. So, like, I mean, I don't know what's easier than that. You know, it's like, I don't, you know, some people have tell me this all the time. It's like, yeah, I don't know, man. I just auto it after that.
I've been playing it wrong. I've been hitting auto way too late. I like that strategy.
Yeah, I've hit auto.
Let the chips fall where they may.
Yeah, no, well, I figure if the AI is smart and somehow kills my Phyla before I kill theirs, which it just doesn't happen. And then the AI just kind of, you know, because then you have the death proofs of the drain and more sustain. If they're down Phyla and you have Phyla, you win. It comes down to that on autoplay, and or you can manually play it and it's faster, or selective targeting. I like to target Moondragon. You gotta get Moondragon down, but some people take Moondragon first. But it just depends whether I'm in the mood for it. But yeah, I like it's been very helpful. I think Gamora at 6 is good. I'm worried about Gamora needing to go to 7 after my Heroes for Hire match with Shang-Chi and timeouts, and I'm wondering if Gamora at 7 will be an option, which I've been telling people not to do.
Yeah, you may not do, because you're at level 80. Was that Heroes for Hire team level 81, 2, 3? Maybe
I don't know, man. We were playing against Legion, the largest alliance in the game, so it's hard to say how big they were. They could have been at 85 for all I know. I mean, it just said there was who has 7 yellow Shang-Chis in their flight deck at 15s. We saw that Legion. I mean, they're largest alliance in the game by far. Their collection power is 100 million bigger than ours, and it happens, right? It was actually a good opportunity to learn some stuff, so I don't mind that.
Nice.
Let's go to. We want to go to Safe Squad tabs.
Yeah, unless there's any other T4s or anything that you did.
Not really.
Is that important?
Not really.
Are you still saving all your blues?
Yeah, I've been saving all my blues. I've been putting them in. Symbiotes has been the biggest struggle for me in Doom difficulty 1.1, so I'm starting to go on to them. Like if I have to, just because they die, man. My Scream dies like every day. It seems like. I mean, it's just horrible, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm getting kind of lucky with my symbiotes, I think.
Yeah, I don't enjoy playing them anymore. I'll tell you that. So we've got Infinity Watch. This is for blitzing, symbiotes, Black Order, and Thanos. I'm really happy with them all at gear tier 14. I use them in raids in Doom difficulty 1. I use them in the Greek raids. I use them in war. I think I was really kind of poo-poo on Kitty and Iceman, and now I'm a fan. I think they're
It
great.
looks like you got the ISO 5 on Kitty and Iceman, and the first level blue on everybody else.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm happy with that. We've got Marauders. We've got X Factor with Namor, right? Because where else are you gonna put Namor?
That's a very good blitz team.
Yeah. And then I think you use the exact same skill military.
There's a lot of similarities so far.
Yeah, skill military with Killmonger, straight OG as Guardians, X Factor, Shadowlands. All right, so this right here is Wolverine. I use elsewhere because he's a brawler and I can just use him somewhere else sometimes. But I just think this is the best for Blitz, the best configuration for Uncanny X-Men. I think it's pretty standard now.
I know some people are splitting up their X-Men and moving Phoenix to solo. That hasn't worked for me. I know Phoenix gets solo, but I haven't found a way to get the X-Men to win without Phoenix. So I leave them like that. I leave them like that as well.
Speaking of splitting up teams, we're gonna get to Guardians and they don't win, right? And what Guardians don't win. So I think this is a great idea for Blitz. And you brought this up on your video. I can take zero credit for this. You said that somebody told you, but basically, pulling out Gamora and Nebula, and then throwing some members of the Guardians here, right? Who did you put up there?
I did Star-Lord and Rocket. I'm not sure if it matters. The Atom, Phyla, and Moondragon might have enough synergy that it doesn't matter. But yeah, I did Star-Lord and Rocket, and they work very well.
You think you would want to keep Star-Lord with Gamora because Star-Lord actually has some synergy with Gamora, right?
I was my rationale was Star-Lord and Rocket are probably the two strongest as far as their synergy, so I threw them on because I wasn't sure how good the team would win, and then I knew Gamora and Nebula can carry a team,
okay,
especially with their double deaths. That was my logic, and it ended up working, so I never really thought back on it too much after that.
Hey man, if it works, what does it matter? But yeah. Definitely merging the OG Guardians with Infinity Watch, taking Nebula and Gamora out and putting it on the other team to carry it is a brilliant idea. Shadowlands, okay, we went through that. Inhumans,
win.
Yeah, Brotherhood 2.0, Wave 1 Avengers,
okay, so you got Black Panther there as well.
Yeah, Wave 1 Avengers, yeah. Black Widow and Black Panther, they're all Avengers, so that's great. And then we've got Pym-Tech, Supernatural. This team will change and Gamora will come off eventually with Shang-Chi, right?
And then where does Jessica go?
In the garbage can, probably on a carry team. Well, we'll talk about the carry teams here in a minute. So this team is basically Minerva and Captain Marvel carrying some of the other characters, right? That's all it is. The named characters right there is all it is. And there's some mild synergy with Cyborg, right? And Ultimus. I don't know. It's fine. You know what I mean? Ultimus just kind of does things.
It wins. It's good.
Now, on my list of characters to upgrade right now is Ultimus and Korath, because when we get to the war tab, I'll talk about it there. But the idea is that mercenaries, we're talking about Taskmaster and Merc Riot Guard and Merc Lieutenant with Ultimus and Korath. Actually, it can counter skill military.
Oh, okay.
Because what happens is Ultimus deletes Red Guardian. It's just that simple. He deletes Red Guardian.
So sad. I like Red Guardian, but he's getting so much non-love with Ultimus and Sam and all this stuff.
So those two are on my list to upgrade. I'm not really sure, but it basically then you're like, where do I use my skill military? I don't know. You know what I mean? It's just kind of a weird thing. Then we've got Sinister Six, and then this team here, the idea is to pull two of these guys off and put Gamora and maybe I don't know what to do with this team. You know what I mean? But do I put Gamora and Nebula here? And I like your idea about moving these two.
Put them somewhere, on that team.
Yeah. So what Valley did is he put Gamora and Nebula here, and then put those two on the Infinity Watch team. I'm gonna try that on my next big blitz rotation.
Try it. See if it would do it, or do it on this blitz, because this blitz doesn't matter. If you lose on this one,
I'm gonna try it.
Swarm.
Yeah, and then then we've got Hydra and Zemo pretty much carries that team, and then we've got Fantastic Four, and then I use all the mercs right there. So even the garbage mercs, Bullseye and Soldier or whatever that is, Sniper. I can't even remember which one it is, but not a good one, right? Power Avengers, Power Armor, horrible. This team actually wins. Young Avengers.
Both of the Power Armor wins for me as well.
Yeah, these all win. These win.
Yeah.
AIM still wins. Red Skull with minions wins. Now, I have to be picky on this team, but so I know that a lot of people will put Kestrel on this team, but I finding that I can just be selective and I'll get a win if I'm careful.
Yeah, I think for me, my mentality is trying to get all 35 teams usable for Blitz rather than making like 30 awesome teams that are guaranteed to win. I'd rather have 35
right
that can win if I pick the right matchup.
Yeah, but this is a problematic team in 8.3 along with Guardians. This is also a problematic team, a drop-down team.
Ooh, that's a rough team.
That's a drop-down team. That's a problematic team. It can win, but it's very temperamental. Now, this not so much. This wins.
Yeah, you got the 3 Secret Avengers. I don't think the other 2 matter too much. I think you're winning.
Yeah. And you got some
scoring with those Secret Avengers.
You got some
there.
mild synergy there with Sealed Trooper. The positioning's a little off on this. I actually need to move him over here next to Captain
but
Sam.
for Blitz, I don't know if the AI takes that into account. So you may not.
Now this is weird. Are we using the exact same team on this, unsolicited of each other?
I got Spider-Man instead of Wolverine.
Okay, I think I'm using Spider-Man on Young Avengers.
I think I have Wolverine on a Young Avengers. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah. This is literally a Silver Surfer carrying the team. That's all it is.
Yeah. Yep.
Ultron.
Yep.
This is a tech team with Ultron getting carried.
Okay.
All right. So this is where, look at this.
Carry. Yep.
Doom carries the team. Now this is the one that I think is fun. These are Mystic.
This is an interesting one.
Yeah.
I haven't tried this.
Okay,
I want to try this one.
First of all, this team is going to come apart as Cloak and Dagger come out and so on, right? But for now, these are all Mystic, and Mystic, the passive on Deathpool gives Mystic Drain.
What have you tried that in Blitz?
8.3.
Oh, wait, what teams though? Like unsynergized teams? Can this team beat synergized
no,
teams?
It can't be synergized. It's not bulletproof. It wins.
Okay.
You have to be kind of picky. It's not an auto win team at all.
Oh, if this video is still going on in 2.5 minutes, can we go test out this team in Blitz?
Okay, yeah, we'll try. We can test it out. Yeah, we can definitely test it out. Okay, yeah, for sure. And then we've got down here.
Guaranteed win. Guaranteed win.
Yeah, I think it's important to put some cosmics with Kestrel. Make sure you have at least one. Kestrel. Why not, right? But it doesn't matter. I guess that's a guaranteed win.
For Blitz, I don't know if it matters. I don't know if the AI digs that deep into the user interface or whatever.
Okay, so I just want to say there's some big changes happening in War, specifically with Shang-Chi, and so this video here is not accounting for that. I just want to point that out. The video is not accounting for that. So Infinity Watch, you pretty much, there's 2 teams that these are earmarked for: Mirror Match, Infinity Watch, and or Heroes for Hire, specifically with Shang-Chi, right? So that's what that's for. Then we got Black Order, and I very specifically know how many teams I have. Like I have 10 teams, and then the reason why this is important is if I get a matchup which it looks like all of my teams are going to be easy, I'm going to use my 10th best team. I mean, I'm very specific about it because then I only use my top 10, and that way I get guaranteed wins. I don't try to get tricky or creative or cute with this. I'll win. You got to get a win. You got to get a win, right? It's not about overkill. I mean, overkill is underrated. Believe me. Yeah, overkill's underrated when it comes to War. So I'm a big fan of Black Order in War still. Shadowlands, I recently took them all to 14. The thinking there is, yes, they're very effective against Marauders, but a lot of people are pulling Marauders off of defense altogether and not even using them. So there's a lot of other counters that this team has that can counter other teams, and so it does require them to be more powerful. Specifically, I'm missing the stars on White Tiger. I really wish I had more yellow stars on White Tiger, and then I think this team could take on almost anything. This is my favorite. I love this team. This is such a good team right here. Yeah, they're great. They counter so many.
Doc Ock symbiotes is who I usually use them on. And anybody else that they take on for you?
Symbiote, they take out almost anything. I mean, they can punch across on so many different teams.
Not symbiotes, but yeah, Doc Ock and
Sinister Six, yeah,
Ally.
they work their auto against Sinister Six. They're great. You can punch up.
Yeah.
And Sinister Six is a tricky team because almost everybody has this like horrifically huge Doc Ock, and you don't want to use like X Force on a 6 red Doc Ock. I mean, they'll time out and you'll lose, right? Or you'll just lose. Here, it's just one of my favorite teams, but mostly I'm using it against Doc Ock and Sinister Six.
That's interesting. That Rhino, that Rhino combo with your dad, your X Factor.
So I will most of the time I will use Rhino, but if I'm in a room that has 2 negative effects, let's say a room that has Reactor and it's has defense down from security, Rhino won't work. So you have to use Squirrel Girl sometimes. So I've used Squirrel Girl instead of Rhino. But the problem with taking Squirrel Girl is we're talking specifically against the Doom with Brotherhood, Magneto and Doom. Brotherhood, Doom Hood is, I don't know what they call it, Doom Hood team. But that only works if Squirrel Girl drops below 50% and gets that extra turn meter. Squirrel Girl is a problematic match. I've done it once, but it doesn't always work. If Squirrel Girl doesn't drop into yellow and get the turn meter, she'll go after Shatterstar, and it's a mess. So I prefer Rhino, but I have the passive on Rhino. So he only clears 1 negative effect from his passive and 1 negative effect from his special. So if there's more than 2 negative effects, it's a problem.
Gotcha.
And so
room specific team.
Very room specific, yeah. And I've been hearing that I seem to have tremendous luck with this team winning like almost always against it. But I'm hearing that other people have problems with it. I think it's also a tricky match because you definitely do not want to have Doom drop below 50% at the wrong time because you're going to have to eat an ult and you want to make sure that Shatterstar defense up. Anyways, I've made a ton of videos about this team. Almost every war I showcase it. There's ways of doing it wrong. There's ways of doing it correctly. It's just I think you have to play it a lot. I like that. Yeah, anyways, oh my God, Skill Military.
My favorite team. They're getting power crept so quickly.
So the problem with Skill Military right now is that most alliances are going crazy with Ultron and Korath with Taskmaster in
Ultron or Ultimus?
Ultimus, Ray. I'm sorry. Okay. Ultimus, Korath, and it's basically a sucker team for Skill Military. And then it's like, oh, then where do you Skill Military? And you just have to pick off like weak teams. But it's a very effective counter against a Taskmaster if it's not the Ultimus. Ultimus variant. Yeah, the Ultimus variant is the Ultimus version with Korath is a mess. And then the problem with that match too is then you take in this, which this team actually can go against it, but Korath goes early and sometimes he'll ability block a Teenage Warhead like 10% of the time, and then you auto lose. Anyways,
I think I want to switch up my defense.
Yeah. Anyways, so this team right here, if you can knock people below 50% with Teenage Warhead, it's a W. I mean, it's like if she jumps up and knocks two people below 50%, X-23 knocks somebody else below 50%, and then she immediately goes into her ultimate and deletes the team. It's kind of crazy. It's like it's very much like you win or you lose. Like you win and they don't even take a turn, or you lose. It's kind of a crazy matchup almost
it's
always.
Such a fun team when that team works correctly like that. That is like, oh, I love it.
Yeah, but it really is just
didn't even take a turn.
It's just the two right there. I mean, the other three barely do anything on that. This is a super hella natural. The only time I've ever run into trouble with this team, and it punches up quite high against most Wave 1 Avengers team or some sort of wave team. If Mordo goes after Hulk, it's a problem. Because the idea is you definitely want to stun Hulk before Hulk taunts, and then you're able to target Thor with Hela and spread all the negative effects. But if that doesn't happen, it doesn't. The match you can lose. But it typically teams versus a Hawkeye, and if they don't kill off your Greg, because when you kill off the Greg, you get turn meter. But if the Hawkeye targets like Hela, sometimes it doesn't work. Or if the Hawkeye targets Mordo and then Mordo goes after Hulk, it's a problem. But other than that, it's pretty resilient and it wins a lot.
I've been experimenting with Hela on defense and putting Deathpool in her spot.
I tried that and it didn't work well for me.
I need more experimenting.
I'm pretty
It
comfortable
worked once.
punching up
It
on
worked-
this.
It worked once, so I gotta test it more.
Yeah, I had that go bad on me. I've tried it once, but anyways, that is a logical thing. Deathpool in place of Hela. I think it's because I have a 6 red Hela,
Okay. Yeah.
and
she's
my
pretty
Deathpool
strong.
was like 3-3 or 4-4, and it was like it just
Yeah.
didn't work. Then we've got this is where we're at. Let's count the number of teams because I count them because like it's very important to know where they are. Like
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then this. I'll talk about this 10th team here in a minute. This is right here is my 10th best team. So I get a lot of people like, why did you waste that team on this? It's like, no, it's my 10th best team. People are saying this like you wasted that team. It's not a waste because I'm only going to get 10 attacks. I need to use the best teams possible. This is my 10th best team. It needs to get it done. And I'm not worried about my, saving it for later or anything like that. That's also why I don't back out of batches. All right. So
hold on. Let me just say for other people that don't do the 10 attacks, because we were talking about this in my channel. I'm in a more casual alliance. I'm probably using 12 attacks, but the same logic still holds true. Using my 12th best team, then my 11th best team for bad matchups, and using my best team for the good matchups. So doesn't matter what you're doing in war, but the logic that you're using is solid, no matter how many attacks you're using.
I kind of know if the war is going to be done by the 10th attack or the 11th attack or 12th attack.
I mean, you're in a hardcore alliance.
Yeah.
I'm casual, so we're not buying all these extra charges.
Yeah.
So it's a little different situation, but yes, the logic is still.
So this team is going away. This was a counter to Heroes for Hire that does not have Shang-Chi, but it's going away. Yeah, this team won't work.
That's a lot of teams broken up.
Yeah,
that team
and
to work.
so I was reluctant to make this video because basically I'm gonna have when I break this team up, I'm gonna redoing all my other teams, specifically
content. It gives you more content.
Yeah, so maybe in 2 weeks I'll put up a new video. Because I don't even feel like showing you my defensive teams because they're all going to change. Most of these characters, for sure, Silver Surfer, Doc Ock, and Emma are going back on defense. Nick Fury might not get used at all, and probably what will happen is Kestrel will get used with some sort of secret Avenger team. And so, this will all get broken up, and that'll be fine. And then I'm going to need to replace this team with something else, and it's probably going to be I hate them. I think this is terrible. And then also you've got Hydra, which actually Hydra, this team right here actually can take out mercenaries.
That's an attack team.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Actually can take out mercenaries. But it's
is that rifle trooper and grenadier?
It doesn't. Grenadier matters. The highest attack on the team needs to be grenadier, or else it won't work. And so that is the stipulation: is it's got to be a grenadier, and otherwise there's problems. And you pretty much need Drax in there or some other pre-taunting tank for it to work. So it's very specific.
Because Red Guardian's on the other team.
Yeah, or you can use, So anyways, and I'm not going to show you the defensive teams because they're all going to get moved around. Right now I have kind of a sloppy defense because of I pulled so many of these characters right here to make my defense work, to make my offense work. Because I only really care about offense. Defense is fine, but I really only care about offense. I mean, the game right now is about that. And I know that they're trying to change that, but it's not a good thing. All right, so you want to see this team, you want to see this Blitz team work?
Yeah, let's see what it could do. I'm curious what kind of teams it could take out at 8.3.
Let's see if I'm at 8.3. Firstly, I don't even know if I'm at 8.3.
Yes, you are. Thank goodness.
All right, let's see here. What's
What was the team? It was Mystics, and
all right, you tell me. Okay, so we've got a Wave 1, we've got Marauders, and we've got a Phoenix.
Oh, I don't think the Marauders and Phoenix. Let's see how they do against Wave 1. That's pretty good if they could take out Wave 1.
Wave 1 in 8.3. Let's go. Boy, if this works, I would be like a hero, right?
Yes, it works. All right, I'm switching my Blitz teams. I love it.
And that's a great. All right,
I love it.
Head over to Valley Flying channel. We did a roster review of his. Anything you want to say before we go?
I like some of the changes. We're gonna combine some of the changes that I made with yours, and we're gonna have the ultimate roster over there.
All right. Thanks for watching. Keep on gaming. Bye.
I know what you like. Freedom, chasing and climbing new heights.